In a demonstration of the commitment to improving the quality of healthcare and the reduction of the high maternal and newborn ratios in Nigeria, Coca-Cola, in a strategic partnership with the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on SDGs, MedShare International Corporation, and the Federal Ministry of Health, have launched the Safe Birth Initiative. The official launch in Abuja was marked with the inauguration of the first set of life-saving medical equipment, which was officially handed over to the National Hospital in Abuja. We have the report.
The official launch of the Safe Birth Initiative, SBI, a Coca-Cola partnership with the Federal Ministry of Health, the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals, and an NGO, MedShare International Corporation, was marked with the inauguration of the first set of life-saving medical equipment officially handed over to National Hospital, Abuja. The Safe Birth Initiative is a critical intervention that aims to tackle the high rate of maternal and newborn deaths in Nigeria. The initiative is focused on supporting doctors and nurses to achieve successful birth outcomes by strengthening the capacity of target public hospitals in three critical areas. These three areas are the procurement of vital maternal and neonatal medical equipment and supplies to enable safe deliveries and post-delivery emergency cares, training biomedical engineering technicians to improve equipment maintenance and uptime, and reactivating a large stock of abandoned medical equipment wasting away in public hospitals. The first phase of the initiative is currently underway and will be implemented across 15 major public hospitals recommended by the Federal Ministry of Health, who will receive hospital equipment, kits, and supplies with a total conservative value of about $10.8 million, that is 3.8 billion naira. The first full consignment, 4 units of 40-foot shipping containers of medical equipment, have been delivered for the inaugural project at the National Hospital, Abuja. Consignments for federal medical centers in Ibutemeta and Owerri and the General Hospital Alimosho, Lagos, are scheduled to arrive in the coming weeks, while needs assessments are currently ongoing at other approved hospitals to determine their specific requirements. The equipment was formally handed over at a special event at the National Hospital, Abuja. The business unit president, Coca-Cola West Africa, Peter Njojo, gave reasons for the intervention.
We recognize that there are many factors responsible for the very high maternal and newborn deaths, and this will require different skills and levels of intervention. And we want to support the untiring efforts of our hardworking doctors, midwives, and nurses who battle against great odds in our public hospitals to manage life-threatening complications affecting mothers and newborns. We have therefore structured the Safe Birth Initiative to help address the inadequacy of vital life-saving equipment, kits, and supplies for maternal and newborn care in our public hospitals through the SBI program.
According to the National Demographics and Health Survey, NDHS 2013, Nigeria loses as many as 576 women per 100,000 childbirths and 37 newborn deaths per 1,000 live births, placing the country among the worst ratios for both maternal and newborn deaths globally. The Honorable Minister of Health, Professor Isaac Adewale, noted that all hands must be on deck to reverse the trend.
We must reduce maternal mortality in Nigeria. And as taught by Professor said, women are not disposable. And I will never forget that Professor There are no syringes and needles that you use and throw away. And so we said we will do an accelerated reduction of maternal mortality in Nigeria. 6 of our states have the worst maternal mortality rate you can find anywhere. And so we launched a program, and that report was submitted to us, and we are happy today that we are fast-tracking the implementation. So Coca-Cola, we thank you for making our women safe and keeping them alive, and we are putting effect to the statement that they must not die while giving life.
Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefulure, Senior Special Assistant to the President on SDGs, who view the intervention as one of the gains of the private sector advisory group for SDGs in Nigeria, maintained that no woman should die giving birth and every child should be given the opportunity to live.
I wish to thank the leadership of Coca-Cola Nigeria and Coca-Cola International and our very reliable partner, Launche International, United States, for supporting the effort of government of Nigeria on this very important initiative, the Safe Birth initiative. What we have done is demonstration of strong commitment to our national development priorities and 2030 agenda for sustainable development. This emphasizes that every life of every child counts, and federal government of Nigeria cares. Coca-Cola in Nigeria and Coca-Cola International has been a strong collaborator and has been a wonderful partner in ensuring that every mother and every child stay alive. We believe in partnership because government alone cannot do it. Coca-Cola has demonstrated leadership, has started and has lead and continue to lead by example.
I also want to say that this is very apt because recently we just heard about the Nigerian Human Index report, which was very appalling for Nigeria, particularly when it comes to issues of mortality and birth. So this initiative will be definitely a bonus. I also want to commend the partnership because the federal government is into PPPs, and this triangle that you have certainly will ensure sustainability as well as build capacity for people. My call is just to encourage that this is reached out, spread to the rural areas where we have a lot of women who do not have access to such facilities. And whatever it is that you can do to support them to be able to have safe births, it will be a welcome development.
We are here today, having received 4 container loads of equipment and consumables in this respect. Some of this includes the things that will benefit other departments apart from pediatrics and obstetrics and gynecology. Anesthesia will benefit from 10 new ICU beds, 4 ventilators, 4 monitors. Pediatrics already is benefiting from incubators, resuscitators, infusion pumps, and so on. Radiology from ultrasound, emergency unit from monitors and defibrillators. So across the hospital, we have received equipment that will be beneficial for the use of many patients. We want to thank the Honorable Minister of Health, Federal Minister of Health. We want to thank Coca-Cola. We want to thank MedShare. Above all, we want to thank the Senior Special Assistant to the President, and therefore the President, for this laudable initiative. It is no longer a wish list. These equipments are on ground. They have been installed.
Working with the MedShare International, the Safe Birth Initiative has made the best effort to make available to the hospitals vital life-saving equipment, kits, and supplies required for diagnosis and treatment in the antenatal, birthing, and postnatal periods. The equipment include ultrasound machine, infant incubator, resuscitator, infant warmers, delivery beds, anesthesia machine, multi-parameter patient vital signs monitors, phototherapy lights, stainless steel baby bassinets, fetal monitor, baby scales, theater lamps, patient/hospital beds, and bubble-wrapped baby incubator. The SDGs targets include reducing the global maternal and mortality ratio to less than 70 per 100,000 live births, end preventable deaths of newborn and children under 5 years old, and ensuring universal access to sexual and reproductive health care services, which includes family planning, information, and education. The Safe Birth Initiative recently celebrated the graduation of 20 biomedical engineering technicians who had undergone an intensive 2-week capacity training focused on improving equipment maintenance and uptime. The technicians came from 10 leading medical institutions across the country, comprising university hospitals, federal medical centers, and general hospitals, and the training was conducted by US-based Engineering World Health, EWH, at the School of Biomedical Engineering, Lagos University Teaching Hospital. Some of the dignitaries in attendance were Professor Isaac Adewale, Honorable Minister of Health, who gave the keynote address, Hajia Aisha Abubakar, Honorable Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Princess Adejoke Orilokpe Adefulire, Senior Special Assistant to the President on SDGs, Her Excellency Mrs. Toyin Saraki, Founder and President, the Wellbeing Foundation Africa WBFA, and Dr. Eugene Kongnoi, Country Representative, United Nations Population Fund. As part of the event, dignitaries joined in a facility tour and tape cutting ceremony led by the Honorable Minister of Health.